So today we're going to show you guys how to actually send in your first Amazon FBA shipment to Amazon. So first, what you want to do is you want to go to the inventory tab and then select manage inventory. So today we're actually going to be sending in 2 products. Mainly to show you how to send in 2 products at once, plus we actually have to send in the FBA shipment. So you're going to select it here and here. So when you do 2 products, you can select them on this column. And then what you do is, so action to selected, and what you do is you send replenish inventory, okay? Hit yes and continue. Now in this instance, to keep it more real too at the same time, I'm gonna select individual units. For these products, I have case packs already set up. So for the coffee in this instance, we're gonna send in 26 units, and for the screwdrivers, we're running a little low. We only have 4 units right now to send in, okay? So you're gonna put that in right there, and you're gonna select ready to pack. Then you're gonna click pack individual units. So now we need the box dimensions and the weight, and I'm gonna show you how to do that right over here. So this whole mess here is gonna fit into this box right here, but let's see here first. So guys, this is very typical, right? So like a whole bunch of stuff and multiple things in a shipment. This is done by design for today's demonstration. We will actually ship this in too, just to we have to do this anyway. One thing is these are already labeled, so we already have the FBA labels on them here and here. In just a minute, I'll show you how to actually print those labels and how to actually use some software to scale them right, and then to essentially print them to put on here. So yeah, so we're gonna essentially just put all this stuff here in a box. These are already pre-counted, so we had 26 of these. I'm not gonna count them again. My trick to pre-count is to essentially, let's say, for example, print out 26 labels, knowing I need 26, label everything, that's a count, right? And then when I put them back in the box, I count again. So I just make sure that I'm sending in the right stuff. That works for me. Hopefully it'll work for you. It's worked for me forever. If it doesn't, just come up with your own system, but that's just a good way to go about it, right? So make sure you count your stuff. It's bad enough when Amazon miscounts on their side. You don't want to be responsible for that on your end because you're going to get hit. Okay. So here, as you see here, this is kind of pre-thought out a little bit. What actually fits here. Put these bad boys in here. Doesn't necessarily have to be pretty, it just has to be neat. And as you can see here, we got everything in the box, okay? So next, what you're gonna need is you're gonna need a scale to weigh your items. You need a tape measure, you're gonna need a marker, and you're gonna need these here or a piece of paper. I'll show you what these are all about in a second. So you're gonna turn on the scale. Okay, set to pounds. And this box here weighs 9 pounds, okay? So marker, back to your marker here. 9 pounds, it seems stupid, but trust me, you're gonna forget, okay? Maybe I'm just old and I forget. Okay, so we got that. Now what you wanna do, cooking show vibes, anyone? You're gonna measure the long side, and we got 18. Measure it straight up, we have 8.5. So 18 by 8.5. Okay, by cross 14. Don't cheat here, okay? Amazon will figure it out, UPS will figure it out, and they'll just bill you later. So there's no reason to cheat, just be honest with what's in the box and whatever it is. Okay, so now we're gonna take this and we're gonna go back to the computer real quick. Okay, so now this is super useful, right? So we're gonna fill in the box dimensions, right? So we have 18 by 8.5 by 14, and then the box weight is 9 pounds. We're gonna fill that in right here. So now we're gonna confirm the packing information. If you get any errors here, I personally ignore them because I know what the weight is, I know what the box is, and I just go with what I currently have. Amazon is notorious for giving you shipping errors for no good reason. Okay, now in this instance here, we actually, since we just have 1 shipment, we're actually going to get hit on a placement fee. By the way, guys, if you guys want more information on Amazon's new placement fees, be sure to check out this video right here. So essentially here, this isn't gonna ship today, this is gonna ship tomorrow, okay? And we're gonna do small parcel delivery right here. If you had like a whole lot of stuff, you can go this route here, which is pallets. Most of you probably won't be shipping pallets. And to be honest with you, Amazon's pallet shipments have been really bad lately, where we find that using UPS is the best possible solution, just sending individual boxes, even for huge shipments. Talking shipments of like 50, 60 boxes, we've actually had better success with just the UPS shipments. You're just gonna have to do a little bit of trial and error on your side and see what works. So here you'll see UPS is charging us $5.39 and Amazon is charging us this placement fee of $6.90, okay? And here is what you'll see what's within your order. So we have a screwdriver as well as our coffee, okay? So now we're gonna go ahead, accept and confirm charges. So there's different options here of how you can actually print your labels. These are actually shipping labels that go on the box that we'll show you in a minute where to put on the box. If you have a thermal printer, the 4x6 is probably the best option, and it'll essentially print on 2 different pieces of thermal paper, which is essentially like address labels. If you don't, or if you essentially have a big piece of paper or those 2 big stickers that you get on those sheets, then you could choose the US letter size here. Choose it there, go ahead and print, okay? And you're gonna wanna go ahead and print this, and we'll get back to this here in a second. Okay, so then at that point, after you go ahead and print that, then you're basically finished. But we forgot one thing. So as I showed you before, we already have the labels on the packaging because we already did that because this isn't our first shipment in. What we do is we save those labels in a folder and then we're easily able to print them. So I'm gonna show you how to do that now. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go back to your Manage Inventory tab. You're gonna pick the product that you wanna print a label for. Here we'll do this product here. You just click the little down menu next to the Edit tab or within the Edit tab, and you're going to select Print Item Labels. This basically puts it on a huge piece of paper, or you could do different kind of formats for thermal printing, whatever it may be. This is what I like to do. I like to print 1 item label, okay? And then what I do is, here it is here, products, 84, PDF. Then what I do is, I use the snip tool, okay? So new snip, okay? Just crop it as closely as you can, file, save, and you're just gonna save this file wherever you wanna save the file, right? We use Dymos here, so I'm gonna just show you with the Dymo software real quick what that would look like. So then essentially you're gonna open your Dymo software, you're gonna print whatever the appropriate label size is for you. We like to use 2.5 by 1 1/4. Use what you want, select our label, and we're gonna just make it as big as we can, and magic. So we're back here again now, so we essentially have our label here. We have our box. These are the stickers that we just printed, right? So these are the stickers that would essentially go onto the packaging, right? So now you know how to do that. You know how to actually print your item labels. Now, most of you are probably just gonna have a piece of paper. So today we're just gonna do the piece of paper, or a lot of you are probably gonna buy these things here. These are super cheap on Amazon, and they're essentially, right? They're 2 different stickers, and it'll print on one side. You guys get the idea, right? So what I like to do when I package the box is, here's a little pro tip here. If you guys see here, Amazon has a very bad habit of cutting into stuff. So you guys can see here, this is very cuttable, okay? So what I like to do is, I like to put a little cardboard in the middle, okay? To avoid that whole issue, okay? Tape me, somebody's gonna tape me. Thank you, thank you. Okay, you're gonna essentially just tape this bad boy up. Okay, it's taped. Doesn't have to be pretty, okay, because it's just going FBA. Now what you could do is, you could essentially just cut these out with scissors, however you want to cut them out. Okay, like I said, it does not have to be perfect. The only reason I really cut these super close is to save on tape, so you're not overdoing it with the tape if you're going this route, because it might be cheaper to use a piece of paper, but tape can get expensive too. Okay, so here, now we're gonna have 2 labels, okay? Like I said, it does not have to be perfect, guys. And this is really gonna go into Amazon, so I'm not just doing this for fun, okay? So this is the UPS label. This is the label that essentially tells UPS where to send this box. This label is the Amazon check-in label. This tells Amazon that this stuff belongs to you when it actually gets to the Amazon warehouse, okay? So what you're gonna wanna do here is, the only thing you really have to be careful for is you don't wanna put the label over the seam, because Amazon will cut the label. They just will. That's how that works, okay? Just assume that they're gonna cut your label and they're gonna lose your stuff. So you're gonna wanna put your labels basically anywhere where they're not gonna get cut. So I like to do something like this, okay? Normally when I do the labels, put them on the box. See here, so do this first one here. Okay, like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect, guys. Put one here, put one here. That's it, okay? So this box is ready to go to Amazon. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any questions about this, please just put it down in the comments. Also, if you guys have any questions about Amazon's new placement fee, please check out this video right here.